After a tragic turn of events at the new home, Daniel hears a ghostly plea for help, spurring him to seek out a famous paranormal expert. Hello, everyone. I'm Steve from VALHARTV, and today I'll be reviewing Don't Listen. It's a Netflix horror movie. Now, Daniel and Sarah have a son named Eric. He's hearing things, and the parents bring in an expert to see if he's imagining things or if there's something wrong. Because, of course, they don't believe him. So we get to see that whole thing when they're talking to the expert they bring in to evaluate Eric. And the opening sequence of this movie, I thought, was really well done. It was extremely shocking, and I was completely caught off guard by it. So I really thought that was a really good start to a movie, personally. Early on, it's very clear that there's something wrong in the house they're in, because we're seeing like walkie-talkies turn on and off, and there's noise coming over them, and you can kind of hear almost somebody talking in it. So we also lead up to the paranormal investigator coming in to evaluate what's going on at the house. And of course, he brings with him a skeptic. Even after they see like certain things that happen, they are still skeptical. They're like, no, this has got to be, somebody's faking all this and everything. And the whole movie has a really good suspense to it. And there's like a creepy undertone to it that, it really comes across in certain scenes. Like the suspense, the jump scares are well done as well. I'll say that a couple of the jump scares were overdone. We do get one scene where we see the mother look under the bed and then look up, look under the bed, look up, look under the bed, multiple times because she saw something, and then she doesn't see it anymore, so she keeps looking, and that I thought was a little overdone to build up to that jump scare. But overall, I mean, the ending was amazing as well. I had mixed emotions going into it, but after like I watched it, I thought it really tied into the opening sequence quite well, and there's even an after credit scene to this that is really good, which I thought set it up for potentially more movies and stuff. So this was a really well done movie altogether. The special effects in this movie are your typical horror movie effects where you see something on the computer screen, but if you're looking in the room you don't see it. There's a scene where the paranormal investigator's assistant is telling him to tell Daniel to get out of the house because he's sitting on the on a bed, and the investigator's like, well, there's nobody here, and she's like, well, what do you mean? So then she flips from the infrared basically to normal, and you don't see anybody, and then she flips back and the person's there. So you get scenes like that. Plus, you get scenes where you're seeing shadows and figures, which, are leading up to different things in the movie. So I thought that was pretty good. The music in this was really, really good. It really led you into the suspense and jump scares of this movie quite well, and it made some of the emotional scenes just that much better. So that was really well done. And the acting overall in this, I actually thought was pretty good. I mean, again, you get it's a horror movie, so you're getting stupid mistakes that people start to make in it. Just like every other movie, you see. It's like that commercial, why get into the running car and get away when you can go hide behind the chainsaws? I mean, I love that commercial. That commercial's hilarious because it's true. They start making bad decisions as they go through the movie, and you're just like, why? I mean, there was a couple of times I caught myself being like, no, what are you doing? I'm like, oh my God, stop. So I thought that was really good. Overall, I thought this was a better horror movie that I've seen on Netflix. I know they have some other ones on there that weren't as good as I was hoping they would be, but again, the suspense and the jump scares were well done, even though there was a couple of scenes where they were overused. Uh, but you get hooked from the very first scene of Eric, the son, talking to the expert, all the way till the end of the movie. You're just hooked. You can't turn it off. I watched it late and ended up finishing even later in the morning than I wanted to. So I thought it was really good. I would give this at least a 7.5 out of 5, or out of 10, out of 10, just because that it was quite well done, and it's a Spanish horror movie too. So I thought that was pretty cool that they decided to bring that over. So if you guys like what I do, please hit the like button and subscribe, as I'll be doing more content each week. But also leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought of the movie and what your thoughts on this were. Take care for now, everybody.